My name's Jeff Gilfelt. I'm an independent software developer. I'm based in Reading in Berkshire, and I've developed a iPhone and Android application based around some data released by the government under the data.gov.uk initiative. The application is called the ASBOrometer, and basically I describe it as a tool that measures levels of antisocial behaviour in your current location. But more accurately, what it's doing is taking the position of your iPhone or Android device and querying this data set and bringing back some stats around antisocial behaviour, ASBO counts and perceptions of antisocial behaviour in the area. So each sort of broad town within England and Wales returns a percentage score that is based on some survey data that was made available by the Home Office. I'm really happy with it, the initiative itself, and I think it's only 1 month old. It's only been public for a month, and this is really the first iteration of what I think will be the data set I'm using, for instance, is still basically released as a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet, which is not obviously not ideal. It meant that I had to take the data and make my own cache of it and do all the geocoding, which is like adding the metadata about the actual locations for the information. I think going forward, the idea is to build this idea of linked data in a standard format. So that's really the next step. And I think once that is sort of released and builds and grows, then the opportunities for innovation. I mean, this is a very, very simple example, but I think you can imagine once Ordnance Survey data comes online and you can then really link postcodes to very localised statistics on any sort of piece of data the government is collecting. So I think I'm really impressed by it. I'm impressed by the fact that the government are taking strides to sort of realising that they can be smarter about the internet and data, and I think it's a good thing. I think everyone's interested in local issues, and that's what's interesting about mobile, is that you can suddenly build software that is very localised because it knows exactly where you are, and this application is only local to your town, but you could really build local to your street sort of applications. And if the data is rich enough and granular enough, and obviously it's still going to be aggregated and not personal or specific, but I think the sky's the limit. This is the app running on a Nexus 1. So as soon as you launch it, it's going to try and locate me, which it's just done, in Islington in London, and it's giving me a score of 29%, saying there's a moderate level of antisocial behaviour. That represents the percentage of people who thought that antisocial behaviour was a problem in this particular area. And we can see other statistics like crack house closures and eviction orders, injunctions, parenting contracts, etc. Beyond that, we can sort of see a whole of UK overview on a map. Unfortunately, given that it is sort of survey data, there are gaps. So some places there's not enough information, and we can also look at a leaderboard and see who are the sort of worst offenders, if you like. So that's basically the app in a nutshell. No, there was no political point. Like my passion is software and I think whenever you're sort of there's a rich data set available to a software developer, they're going to run to it, because that's the challenge of building apps, I think, is having content, and this content was there. So I'm not trying to make any political sort of statement. I think if people want to like use the app and if it makes them sort of more informed about certain issues and about their area, then I think that's a good thing. Yeah.